Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I'm Rebecca Robeson. Okay, I want to see a show of hands. How many of you consider yourself to be a spontaneous person? Are you spontaneous?
Love the finished product.
My son's got called and we were just talking and he said, Mom, why don't you get out here to San Diego? Come back home. You know, when someone says come back home, they're talking about the fact that that's where they grew up and that's their home. It's not really my home anymore, but I knew what he meant.
We were talking on Saturday night right before Easter, and we had just gotten home from her house in Tulsa for her 65th birthday. And I just said, Mom, come out. And she said, when? I said, tomorrow. And she's like, I can't do that. I said, yes, you can.
I said, Scott, it's Saturday at 8 o'clock at night. There's no way I can get a flight out tomorrow. And he goes, well, actually, yeah, you want to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the afternoon? I'm like, well, 1 o'clock so I can pack. I'm making a last minute trip to San Diego. I pulled out my cute little white cabbie shirt. So that's what I'm taking with me on this trip. If it gets lost, I know what I'm taking and I can get reimbursed for it. I've landed in San Diego and I think we're here early. So I hope the guys are here to pick me up and take me back to their place. So I flew out to spend a week with Scott and Rick. I didn't have any other plans, just go and let the world take me where it may. Well, guess where it took me? I didn't really take a vacation. I worked.
So I told my mom, I feel like our whole place is kind of like all just unfinished. It doesn't look bad, it's just kind of unfinished. And I don't have a huge budget, but I would really like to have at least one place in our house that feels like it's fully completed. And she said, well, let's do a weekend warrior.
Here we are, IKEA, something that I haven't seen in a couple years because I'd have to go to Oklahoma City to do it. But here we are at my old stomping grounds. Guys, we're gonna look for a nightstand. We're gonna look for outdoor furniture. So let's go do this.
So yeah, having Rebecca here was incredible. When she came out here, just having the first initial thought, but actually the plan in place. You know, Rebecca's really good at putting together notes and details and photos and really helping Scott and I both just, bring it all together.
TJ Maxx and Home Goods. It's getting serious. He just breezes through, doesn't really look. Oh, he likes that. That looks kind of masculine, but that looks like a one-off. Yeah, honey, that's a good one.
I'm thinking just like go big or go home.
Our first day, actually, that we had pretty much a full day, we shopped. We went to every possible store I could think of. And here's the deal. When you're gonna do a quickie, you need to be able to shop at places that have things that are available right now or could be delivered the next day. There are not many places like that around anymore, guys. Look where we are. Bed Bath & Beyond. And what are we looking for?
I have no clue.
Window treatments.
Perfect.
When Rebecca first suggested the drapes, I was kind of just hesitant to visualize them in the space just because I've never really ever had drapes in any room.
63.
63 inches, honey. You have a 9-foot ceiling. Do the math. That's a cafe curtain.
How did you take me over to this clearance rack then?
Go down.
84.
No, that's too short.
95?
No, it's a 9-foot ceiling that's over 100 inches.
Okay, well then I don't know what to tell you, boo. There's only 3 shelves.
So here's what we're gonna do. Rick has logged into my Rebecca Robeson Amazon storefront to buy the ones that I have in my family room, which we both love. They're in the 102 inch. He's gonna get 2 sets. And they will be in Monday, April 17th.
The Home Depot.
Okay, this has been a long day.
Let's go spend more money.
Okay, so one of the things I was concerned about was the paint color selection. she picked out these like rustic shams, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, cool, I like that. And then they came in and they were a little bit gaudy looking, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's not gaudy, but like, I want something that's super masculine. And so she was picking out paint colors. I felt like I was gonna have a mental breakdown at Home Depot in the paint selection. I was like, Mom, that's not what I want. I want something that's super rich. So we went to a different place. We picked the exact paint color, and I said, I don't know about this, but I trust you. And let me tell you what, once we finished that wall, it turned out of this world. I love it.
We've had the toughest time finding pendant lights that we can use in their bedroom, and we don't want to hardwire anything, right?
Nope.
So we're at Ace, and I was telling them, you guys may have seen in my backyard, I have my own custom-made chandelier that I used, that I bought these large Edison bulbs, very vintage looking.
Not stock.
And so we've decided, Scott has enough cords, we're gonna get three different shapes, and we'll do 3 on each side and hang them and just basically make our own custom light fixtures. Another amazing dinner creation by Rick. It's a stuffed bell pepper. And look at, here's a red one. I've never seen anything like that before. Rick?
Yeah.
You are stinking amazing.
Oh, right?
You are. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I am going to box up some of these accessories on this particular bookcase and take them downstairs because we're going to use these bookcases in the master bedroom. The shade is back up. The drywall has been fixed and painted. The boys painted the back wall. Look how amazing that looks with the headboard color. And I love it when a nightstand is at the same height as the mattress. I'm with you. Might need to take a jacuzzi tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm with you. What are you gonna do with that, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm gonna post it all over the wall.
The tag.
Yeah.
Rick, do you know where the scissors are, sweetie? Or the box cutter?
Yeah.
Thank you. No child of mine shall have.
Box cutter. Would just like to publicly announce for the first time, Rebecca Robeson is choosing a swirly do over a burly do. She's like, that's a little too peach for me. And I was like, all right, the corkscrew it is.
Hanging those curtain panels. That's like, you got to get your head into that space because I know you don't like to do that. At least I don't think you like to do it, or maybe it's just that I don't like to do it, but one of us does not like to do it.
So we recently had a water leak. We had to have all the drywall ripped out. As we were putting everything back in, we had the shade dropped like 4 inches because we wanted to put window treatments on the side of the window. Now the challenging part is we have about 8 inches of drywall right here, which means you'd have a window treatment like this wide, and then it steps back. So we're like, let's put like these small shades on either side, but in order for it to have a similar visual line from the top of the shade and the top of the actual window treatments, we had to drop the shade for that reason. Typically, you mount these to the wall, but if you can see up here, there's only wall on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, it cuts back into this little pocket. So instead of doing a insert to the wall, we're actually gonna flip it and go to the ceiling. We have these brackets that are telescoping, so they can actually drop down to match the height of the shade now, and also match the height where the window treatments aren't like nice little culottes or clam diggers, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna do. Bingo.
The boys don't know I'm filming this because this is their unmentionables drawer. But look at that. How many guys do you know have their underwear folded? These were a little suspect. I don't know what's going on here. Those are not ties. I think that's underwear. But look at that. And then all his socks. Good Lord. I'm so proud of my son. Well, you enter in this private entryway to the bedroom in Rick and Scott's place. And I gotta tell you, when I stand here right now and I look at this bedroom, I think, wow. Do you like it?
I love the finished product.
This is the illustrious, amazing royal blue velvet, crushed velvet comforter from West Elm. This is butterscotch. Butterscotch, you know what it is? I was recently on a diet called Prolon, and they make you eat this soup, and it's called butternut squash soup. Exactly that color.
When I moved in with Rick, it was like just a clashing of everything. It was like, let's just put it on a shelf.
Are we talking decorations here now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
It was like, put it on a shelf, just get it in here. But we have been so busy with work and travel that
You
it's
guys
like,
have been traveling a lot.
and it's like, I just want at least one part of our place to feel like a finished product.
Yeah.
Like a peaceful
Does
place
it?
to be.
And then here is not the crushed velvet, but just a kind of a toned down, dimmer look of that same color. But as you can see here, look how the color of the wall just pulls that back together. So we had a choice. Were we gonna put, I didn't like it if we put this one, let's just see, in the front. It's just a little too glammy. And I knew that the boys did not want glam, they wanted masculine, and they wanted classic. So by bringing in this one here that better matches the color of the wall and is kind of a dusty velvet as opposed to the shiny glamorous velvet was really the way to go. But you see how high this headboard is? Because this is so high, I really felt it necessary for them to have much larger nightstands than they had before. And you know what that gave them is so much more storage, as well as new lamps. Now look at the darkness. I would say this is pretty masculine, right? But it does have some softness to it. Just because it's a guy's room doesn't mean it needs to be square. It can have some shape to it, but still carry off a masculine vibe. Anybody wondering what happened to those little nightstands that used to be here? Well, let me just have a seat here, because I could just take my shoes on and off, or I don't know what guys do, but women need a place to put their pantyhose on. Does anyone wear pantyhose anymore? I don't know. If I don't, but if I did, this is where I'd sit to put them on. And then I added a couple of the extra pillows that we had bought. Look at this. You know what this is? This is, I bought the boys a Pendleton blanket for Christmas, and this is the leather strap that came with it, and I said, don't get rid of that. That could be used someday. I used it here. Rather masculine, don't you think? Something you might notice is that we did not put any art above the bed, and we thought about it. We actually had a piece, and the colors were nice, but just so you know, you don't always have to have a piece, particularly when you have a very high headboard. If you don't have the right piece and you don't have the right size, it's better to do nothing. I'm pretty excited about how this wall turned out. Okay, yeah, this is an 80-inch or 85-inch television. Basically, you're in a theater. You know what I mean? This thing is huge. But it is balanced with very large chests of drawers. Not just one, but two. I don't know if you're gonna notice this, if you're gonna get the connection, but I'm always about repeating a matter. What did I repeat here? I said, we gotta get light on this wall. So we did what we've done before. Scott and I have made this custom light fixture, and you know what? That same trick still works. The one thing I don't love about Edison bulbs is they're very, very gold. I haven't seen anyone come up with a clear, bright white one yet. They're very gold, but guess what? In this room, I needed gold because we kept the wall gray here. What did that gold do? It brought the butternut squash soup color over to this side. How's that for balance? What do you think of the window treatments, Rick?
Hey, they're good. They're nice.
Do you like them? It doesn't feel too feminine?
No, like they're white and bright. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Contrast the darkness too, so it's cool.
This is a huge difference in this room. And the creative part was hanging it from the ceiling. That is not something most people think to do. He is a wonderful guy. He's not nearly as boisterous as all y'all's, but he's got a lot to say, and boy, does he have a lot to contribute. Rick, those meals were amazing. And tonight we're gonna have steak and asparagus and baked potatoes on the deck, because you know what? The next video we're bringing to you is the rooftop deck here at Rick and Scott's condo in San Diego, California. And what do you say?
Well, first off, he's very chatty, but you turn a camera on and he's like,
Right, which is
we're
probably,
getting better at that.
I would imagine, we're the weird ones.
I know.
The way he is normal. That's how most people feel. We're the outliers here.
We're like, take two, and okay.
Doing your best, trying to be just fine. Your little red pills in your perfect life.
And why not finish it off with this tall, stately, sexy pot? I mean, this thing, if I didn't have my heels on, honestly, I could have a drink here. It's like a bar.
It's impossible to fight a fire when the wet is dry.
You guys remember us sitting here just a couple of days ago? And what were we doing?
Coloring.
We were not coloring. We were dreaming. Is this what you imagined?
All I could see is my bank account going. She's like, but don't you like it? I'm like, yeah, homeless.
It'll be great for
just
the
kidding.
it'll be great for the next person who comes in here during the foreclosure to
I'm
get
like,
this
I
house.
think it's time to sell, babe. Furnished.
Not a good love, but you worried out.
So I think it's safe to say that the guys are very happy with how the bedroom turned out and how quickly we did it. And I think they want everybody to go, including you. I know they want me to go so that they can get in here and enjoy this bedroom. And I don't mean that in any way other than they're sleepy.
Yeah.
They're really tired.
Peaceful slumber.
Yeah. So if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Oh my gosh. You can be part of the family now.
I watch your videos.
Right. And if you're not subscribed, consider doing that. What would you do for that, guys? It's hit the subscription button and then make sure you do the bell. That's a heart.
I'm like-
I did the same
I'm
thing.
like, that looks like a tomato.
Yeah, right? Do the tomato. Where's the
Whatever it
bell?
is.
What's the bell?
Do the Macarena?
Here, the bell. It's this, guys. All right, ready?
Mom, that looks like a pear.
Hit the bell.
Ding.
To find your peace, no more white dress laying at your feet.
Was there something wrong?
She's like,
Is that-
hit the bell.
Am I
I was like, Mom.
I am out of the loop. Can I just tell you, young people nowadays, they
should
make
just-
nasty
we should
out of
ju-
everything.
No, it's not that. You are just so oblivious.
Bittersweet, you and me.
I don't know what it looks like. Anyway, now you're not going to subscribe, are you? And you're probably not going to hit the bell.
They're like looking for the bell. They're like, I don't see it.
Wait, if I go like that, that's the ringer part.
The ding, ding, ding.
Holding it down just to find your peace. No more white dress laying at your feet.
Don't forget to come back next week. 1 week from today, well, depending on when you watch this, most of you I know, when you get a notification or you have it in your calendar, Thursdays at 2 o'clock Central, Rebecca puts up a new video. So if you're watching right now and it's live, be back here next week at the same time. Too much?
People don't do that.
They don't?
They just open up their app, and if you pop up, they're like, oh, Becky's in town.
I wonder what it looks like when I pop up. I still don't know
See
what
you
they're
guys
laughing
next
about.
week.
White dress laying at your feet. Little miss there, everything.
Thanks for hanging out with us in our silly talk. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
No, it's impossible to fight a fire when your well is dry.